All right, beautiful beings. Another impromptu message that I was guided to share about the collective and humanity. And the intention is that it provides the information that's going to be most pertinent, that it provides the awareness, and that it starts showing you the pathways that are most aligned for you and for what you're here for. And I always get these messages and it's like, you're doing it now. I was not ready for this. But here we go. It was meant to be shared. So there's going to be a huge trajectory shift in 1 year. Things are going to accelerate. And there's going to be an even larger trajectory shift in 5 years for humanity, for the collective. And I'm going to share this. Do I share that first? Yes. Okay. So the guidance is to share this, that our human is the most dominant deciding factor in our reality. So your human will override your soul guidance. Your human will override the information that we receive. Your human can override messages from higher states of consciousness, from God, source, creator, that was needing to be shared. That's why I do the work that I do, because it allows us to clear and have the appropriate pathways and channels of consciousness, as well as anchoring it in our physical vessel. Okay, so the other piece to this that I'm, this might be a little bit all over. So there's individuals right now that are holding open gateways to new structures and paradigms of reality, if chosen, to, they're holding pillars, they're holding anchors. There is, in comparison, not as many as these individuals that are choosing that. And the awareness that I was receiving was that because these individuals are very strong, very powerful beings, and they are holding these gateways open for these new pathways to be created, they are much more powerful than those that are not choosing the pathway. And okay, this is going to be all over. So in 5 years, there's going to be a big collective shift into duality, where we're going to see it even stronger. And a lot of the collective is going to cave into fear and not listening to the guidance that they're receiving. And like I said, there's no judgment here. It's all beautiful. And in the larger zoomed out scope of things, it's all happening, and it's been chosen by the collective for a reason. So we're going to see it even more. There's going to be a group of individuals that are choosing to go down a certain trajectory to learn their collective experience through dissension, through control, manipulation, through And there's also nothing wrong with it. So I want to pre-frame with that. There's nothing wrong with that choice. It's going to be their learning through that. And then there's the individuals that are going to choose the new world, the new earth. We're already in that time, place, and space, but it's just going to be more apparent collectively. And so these individuals that are choosing that pathway, they are going to be experiencing a way different version of reality, a higher frequency, a higher state of consciousness, that what is happening on the other side of the spectrum of this is not going to impact them. There's also something within the 1 year that's going to be a lot of people relocating to different places around the earth, different locations that they're guided to go. And, okay, I'm being prompted to share this too. We can learn through dissension or ascension. There is no right or wrong way to learn. I know in the beginning of my journey, I had gotten messages that I was supposed to leave certain places, remove myself from certain environments. And I would do it and I would go back because my human wasn't capable of just letting go and moving on. There were still all these stories, all these agreements, all these attachments, all these things that I had held. And so I chose to stay in an environment that was pushing me to learn through the lower dimensional states of experiencing reality, right? And until it became, like, it starts as a whisper until it becomes a roar. And reality exploded, and that's how I even started my healing path and journey, was the entire reality just flipped on its head. And it was like my soul was screaming, like, you can either continue to choose to learn this way, or you can choose to do what's necessary and required, and you don't have to choose the hard path. And when we're listening to our guidance, when we're listening to our navigation system, when we're listening to, I'm getting all of the chills. So this message is needing to be shared right now. It's coming through. When we're listening, we don't have to learn the quote unquote hard way. We get to choose to learn through a more loving experience, a gentler evolution in not having to have all of the crazy stuff happen, right? Like our lives, these completely falling apart. And like I said, there is no right or wrong way to learn. It's just, what are we choosing to learn from and to learn through? We can choose to either learn through the creation of the pathway moving forward, or we can continue to repeat and learn and evolve. And let me just see if there was more around this. We can either choose to learn through the fear grids that have been built on these, built through the collective and systems, or we can choose to learn through sovereignty, creation, and soul alignment for our path. And so this is a long one, but it needed to be shared. So I'm sending everybody so much love, and we need to be able to see the gift that this is going to provide us because it is a gift.